Thank you for joining us this evening. We want to appreciate each and every one of us for joining us this evening. You're welcome to today's edition of Tim-Osa weekly talk show. And we'll be having this series of talk show over a period of time now. And we know that today's edition we actually make meanings to each and every one of our lives. We want to appreciate all our viewers. Thank you for joining us every point in time. You're welcome to today's edition of Tim-Osa Weekly Talk Show. Today we are looking at another wonderful and another great topic, the power of mentorship. And we know and we trust God that today's edition will make meanings in every life. Thank you for joining us. We're looking at the power of mentorship today, and we appreciate you to just stay tuned and you remain blessed. Thank you. A wonderful evening to each and every one of us out there. We want to welcome all our friends. We want to welcome each and every one of us to today's edition of Tim-Osa Weekly Talk Show. And today, as we have seen in the flyer, we're looking at the power of mentorship. The power of mentorship. We'll be looking at what mentorship is all about and the influence of mentorship. How has mentorship affected each and every one of us? Thank you for joining me. If you're here with me, I want you to just drop a comment stating where you're joining from, so that I will welcome you specially. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you for joining. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I know it's been a busy evening, but we'll still find that time to join us in a talk show for today. So just let us know where you are joining from. Please drop a comment so that we'll know where you are actually joining from. Thank you for joining. Yes, okay. We're already seeing some persons are dropping a comment and telling us where they're watching from. Okay, my friend Jabla Papkapayos, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So, over the months, we'll be looking at different topics. We've looked at the Power Preparation 1.0, which has to do with the aspect of education. We've looked at the Power Preparation 2.0, which talks about the area of getting scholarship. And we have also looked at the Power Preparation 3.0, which talks about our relationship life. And we're meant to actually look at how to prepare for your relationship in general before you say I do. And also, we have looked at other series of topics, and I tell you, a lot of persons have actually been blessed with what we are doing here. And last week, we got to talk about what you can do as an individual, how you can overcome this serious issue called, it's just like a menace that has eaten deep into the life of each and every one. I didn't know I had it until last week, where our guests were actually making us to understand that this thing is actually a problem. And we are meant to look at different areas where you will be having it. And our guests really did justice to the topic last week. So this evening, we are looking at the power of mentorship. The power of mentorship. When we talk about mentorship, who is a mentor? Who is a mentee? What is the relationship between the mentor and the mentee? What relationship that they have? So we're looking at the power of mentorship. First of all, you ask yourself, who is a mentor? A mentor is someone that is in charge of imparting knowledge, showing his mentees the footprint that he has followed as an individual. So, who is a mentor to you? You know, along the journey of life, most of us, we don't actually believe that we need this mentor. I, for one, while growing up, I don't actually believe in the mentorship syndrome, because I just feel most things I can just do them on my own without actually looking for people to do it for me as an individual. So, but along the line, I discovered that it's something that I, as a person, I can do away with. Along the line, I discovered that mentorship is something that each and every one of us will actually need. So mentorship is very important for us as humans, and mentorship is something that we need in our everyday life. What is mentorship? The mentorship is like a guardian, or a footprint provided by a mentor, especially an experienced person in a company, in a particular field of study, or in an institution. The period of time, it can also be seen as a period of time where knowledge is being passed to your, is it, can I call it subordinates now, or your mentee. So mentorship is something that is very, very important. And if you haven't got yourself a mentor yet, I would advise you that probably you should get yourself one, but you are going to be doing that prayerfully. You're going to be doing that carefully, because the person that that is your mentor, you happens to behave, or the person is bringing a second uh, a second aspect of himself in you, is producing himself in you. So if you are getting a wrong mentor as an individual, you were meant to, you yourself, you might possibly be also a wrong person. So a mentor is very important, and we must get it right. The question now goes to you: who is your mentor? How has mentorship helped you as an individual? How have you helped yourself to grow? And how has mentoring assisted you to grow as an individual? When we talk about mentorship, we have one-to-one or one-on-one mentorship. That's a situation whereby you're meant to have a direct contact, or you're meant to have a direct conversation with your mentee. That's a mentor-mentee relationship. As thank you for very much for joining us. So if you're just joining, just probably drop a comment or drop a message so that we know where you are joining from. So we have one-on-one mentorship, which is a mentor to a mentee relationship. In that situation, you're meant to have a direct contact. You're meant to have a direct conversation. You're meant to have a direct friendship. You're meant to learn directly from the mentor. I for one, I've never had the opportunity of having that one-on-one mentorship, because most persons that I always have always wanted to be my mentor, or that I always take as my mentor, they are not people that I can easily reach just like that. But hopefully, I would reach them someday. So you can have mentorship in the spiritual area. You can have mentorship in your career. You can have mentorship academically. Probably you a Christian, you're Muslim, or wherever you are, you might have somebody that you're feeling, oh, this person is actually doing well in this area. This person is okay spiritually. This person is okay in every area. So I want to pattern my life towards the same or line that this person is also patterning his or her life with. So if you as a person, you're beginning to look at person, you may have a direct contact with the person, a one-on-one mentorship with the person, and at the same time, you might be also have the opportunity to probably follow the person from milestone. I, for one, have had mentors from a milestone. I do well to follow their books. I do well to follow their posts. I do well to read their content. I do well to apply it in my life. I am mentoring my life alongside the way they are living their life, but they don't know me as an individual, but I am patterning that life alongside their own life. Was it not a few days ago? That's what actually brought this topic to me. Somebody was like, Tim, I actually saw somebody that is leading or leading prayer, or having one role to play in a church setting, and the person talks exactly the way you talk. And before he happens to mention the name of the person, I was able to just tell him, okay, are you talking about this? And he said, yes. You know the person? I said, yes, that is my mentor. Though not a one-on-one mentor, but a mentor for milestone. So I've been following the person. I'll consciously not talk the way the way that the person is talking. So that is what mentorship can do. I want to bring some examples in, but I'm not going to mention any our religion. You could discover that some pastors in Nigeria, some leaders, some church leaders, that they might just be in the pulpit preaching, and you see that their followers begin to pattern their life the same way they are doing, the same way they make gesture when they are preaching, when they are taking any sermon. You begin to see that their members, when they also do the same thing, they begin to do things like that. Some, onto the way, onto the aspect of the way they barb their hair, they just want to look like their mentor exactly, in every way, in any form. Some, they want to dress like their mentor. Some, they want to look like their mentor. Some, they want to pattern their life towards the same way their mentor is patterning his or her life. So that is the one-on-one mentorship. Probably you might not have the opportunity of having a one-on-one mentorship with your mentor. Then that is when you can have a group mentorship. In that situation, though you still have a direct contact with your mentor, but it's going to be one mentor and much mentee. As an individual, I have mentees, but the mentees, they are not people that I don't mentor just one person. I mentor a group of people. So I have a group page that I have my mentees. So they are all there. I do well to pass message across to them. I do well to tell them everything they wish to know as an individual. So this has helped them to grow in their diverse ways. This has helped them to grow in every areas of their life. So as an individual, you think, I love how to sing. Okay, who do I want to mentor my life? Who do I want as an individual? I don't pick a mentor without doing a serious research, because I can begin to just imagine somebody telling me that, okay, I saw somebody that talks like you, and I happen to tell the that's my mentor. If the person has done something wrong, automatically my and that person that told me happens to be my mentee, so automatically that has dent my own image in the eyes of that person. So before you choose any mentor, you have to watch critically. You have to think well. You have to do a whole lot of research. Be careful about the things you do, because if you get it wrongly at that point in time, you've gotten it wrongly almost all the days of your life. Choosing a mentor is as important as choosing a wife or a husband. So you have to be very, very meticulous about that thing that you are doing, and you have to do it critically. So for the people joining us, thank you once again for your time. Thank you for your patience. We are actually looking at the power of mentorship. What is the duty of a mentor? One, to coach. It's the duty of a mentor to coach the mentee. It's the duty of a mentor to look at the life of the mentee and begin to explain some things probably they wish to know to them. It's the duty of a mentor to coach the mentee. What's another duty of a mentor? To train. Yeah, to train. So it's the duty of a mentor to train the mentee, to train the mentee in the aspect that the mentee needs to probably know. Another duty of a mentor is to motivate. When we talk about motivating, what do we actually mean? The times that your mentee will be weak, the times that your mentee might not have that strength to continue the journey, that is when the mentor comes in and motivates such individuals. I've had times whereby my mentee, they will tell me, I'm not sure I can embark on this journey, but I will tell them, no, you can actually do this. Just that little word of encouragement can stir them up. Just that little word of encouragement can push them to do things right, and can push them to do things the right way. It motivates them to do probably that which they feel they couldn't have done before. What another duty of a mentor? To advise. We'll talk about to advise. There are times that though it's still somewhat related to motivate, but motivate is quite different from this area that we're talking about. A mentor is to advise. Look at what your mentee has a passion for. Look at what your mentee has interest in. It is your duty as a mentor to explain to that individual, to tell that individual, oh, these and these are the things she probably has interest for. So I think you should go along this line. I think you should go along this other line. So it's your duty as a mentor to push through your mentee. It's your duty as a mentor to explain to your mentee all that he or she needs to actually know. So it's your duty to advise your mentee. That's one of the another duty of a mentor. Is your duty to advise your mentee. What's another duty of a mentor? To set goals. Is a duty of the mentee to set goals. Is another duty of the mentor to make the goal clearer. So if you have a goal as a mentee, you bring it before your mentor. Mentor, probably the name you call your mentor, these are my goals. These are the things I hope to achieve in life. These are the things that I want to do in life. So it's a duty of the mentor to look at those things that you actually outlined and I say, okay, let's put these goals all right. Let's do it like this. Let's go this way. So once you begin to learn all these things from your mentor, you begin to see that those goals that you have set, they are beginning to become clearer. You must start sincerely. When I had to set my goals were very big. I set my goals in a way that is very big, but I needed somebody to make it clearer for me. But at times, I never had that opportunity of having a one-on-one mentorship. So actually getting somebody to make those goals clearer was quite difficult, was something that looks impossible. Until the day that I had to bring it before my own biological father. I told him, these are my goals, but I really don't know how to achieve these goals. And he happens to use his own words of knowledge, happens to use his own ideas to make it broader. He happens to make it clearer for me. And from that day, I understood the essence why I am alive and the essence why I have set those goals. And today, I'm beginning to see that those goals are partially met. So it's the duty of your mentor to help you to make your goal clearer. It's your duty of your mentor to support you. But in today's world, people has gotten it wrong. You can say financially it's fine, but it's your duty, because as a mentor, you have the clear goals. But today, people begin to mentors begin to misuse that opportunity. They feel it's the duty of the mentee to give them money. They feel it's the duty of the mentee to do the things they are supposed to do themselves. It's the duty of the mentee to do it for them. It's wrong. It is a duty of the mentor to support the mentee. Support them in every areas until they begin to look like you, until you begin to replicate your life in them, until you can easily look at them and say, oh, this is me, the second. That is when you have trained a mentee. Not just you personally, I've had mentees, but I cannot categorically say that, oh, I have mentees that actually look just like me. No, no, I don't have any of such. I don't have any of such. So the only way you can get those set of persons is through hard work, is through you have to take time, it's painstaking. You have to do all you need to do it rightly, in making sure that you are able to replicate your life in the life of your own mentee. It's the duty of a mentor to direct. It's your duty as a mentor to direct. You direct your mentee. You direct your mentee. You direct them in the way that you feel that, okay, this way is actually right. You direct your mentee spiritually. You direct your mentee financially, how to spend your finance. You direct your mentee in every areas that you know might be a bit okay. So it's your duty as a mentor to direct your own mentee, and it's your duty of the mentor to coach the mentee. Look at the mentee. You must understand that before somebody happens to meet you to tell you, okay, I need you as my own mentor, that person is deficient of what he or she can do. That person is handicapped of what he or she can do. So it's your duty to look at that mentee of yours and begin to coach the mentee. It's your duty to explain some things to the mentee. You tell them, this is the area that you are supposed to go. This is the aspect that you should go. And this is where you cannot go. These are the things that you can do, and these are also things that you are not supposed to do as a mentee. So those are the various duties of a mentee. I was actually talking about the types of mentorship. When we talk about various types of mentorship, I have probably mentioned one before now, which is one-on-one mentorship. I've talked about that already. And I actually explained that the one-on-one mentorship is having a direct conversation with your mentor, having a direct conversation with the person that is probably mentoring you. That is what is called a one-on-one mentorship. You have pain, you bring it to your mentor, you discuss about it. You have challenges, you bring it to your mentor, you discuss about it. You have difficulties, you bring it to your mentor, you discuss about it. You have successes, you bring it to your mentor, you discuss about it. I've actually listened to one minister talks about his experience as a mentee under one other minister. So what the person was actually saying was, when as an individual growing up, he felt that success in ministry happens to be probably traveling out of the country to preach elsewhere. So when he had the opportunity of having that first breakthrough in life, they invited him to preach outside the country. And he quickly ran to his mentor. Oh, mentor, I've had breakthrough in my spiritual journey, in my spiritual life. And the mentor looked at him and tell him, do you want this to be the end of your journey spiritually? Do you want this to be the end of your journey ministerially? So he was depressed. Why must the mentor say this? You see that this man is not actually wanting me to probably be like him that travels different countries. But at the long run, he looked at what the mentor was saying. The mentor told him, if I am actually your mentor, I will not want to embark on this journey. So he just obeyed the mentor and did not embark on that journey. So what was it after? He said if he had embarked on that journey, that would have actually been the end of his ministerial journey. But a few years after, he has traveled eventually almost all the continents of the world. So that is what a mentor or a one-on-one mentorship can do. You're recording successes, you can pick up your phone and call your mentor. Hey, mentor, this and these are the successes I've recorded so far. You having failures? Hey, mentor, these are the failure I've recorded so far. you're having issues in your journey. Hey, mentor, these are the things I have probably gotten so far. So that is part of the duty of a mentor. That is what a one-on-one mentorship entails. So we also have group mentorship. Group mentorship, that happens to be one to many. I can be the mentor and I have the audience as the mentee. I have 10 persons as the mentee. I have 20 persons as the mentee. I have 30 persons as the mentee. I have 40 persons as the mentee. I have 50 persons as the mentee. So I have a lot of persons as the mentee. So that is what a group mentorship entails. Probably can be in a closed WhatsApp group that you can just put all your mentees there and you begin to explain to them this and this are what you're supposed to do. Though most of the times I've discovered that the group mentorship hardly function well because people are restricted to actually express themselves to you as a mentor. Sorry. Most times the group mentorship works more for people that are very successful. So whether you are there or not, probably none of their business. So you are the one actually looking for something. So you have to go closer to get what you want. So that's what the group mentorship entails. It has to be a one to many mentorship system. We have distance or e-mentorship. Distance or e-mentorship. I think that is probably what I do most times because most of my mentee, they see me from a very far distance. So that is, at the same time, that is how I have gotten most of my mentorship. All the mentors I've had all my life, they are from a distance. I look at them from a distance. Not that we have a direct contact. I look at their, probably in my spiritual life, I look at their messages. I listen to them. I want to pattern my life the same way they are patterning their life. I want to grow the way they are growing. I want to pray the way they are praying. I want to communicate the way they are communicating. I want to lead prayer the way they are leading prayer. So in my academical life, I also look at who is this person that is successful in my own field of study. So I cannot begin to look at that person. How can I pattern my life along this person's life? The person might not even know you, that you exist, but you get to know the person. You get to probably discuss. It can be online. You can just send the person a message. That was it not 2 weeks ago? I had a privilege of inviting Mr. Joshua Bannerman. He didn't know he has been my mentor from a distance. I've been in his group, in his WhatsApp group. Because we are much, you probably do not know everybody that is in a group. I've been learning. I've been having the opportunity of knowing a lot of things, but I guess he doesn't even know. Probably he knows. I don't know. We have not had a direct contact until I needed a guest to talk to people about marriage in my page, and I just sent him an invite. And immediately I sent him an invite, he was here to speak to the audience. So it was when he came, I happened to tell him, I said, Mr. Joshua, are you aware that I am your mentee from a distance? I guess he doesn't know. So he was just smiling. So that is part of mentorship, the e-mentorship, the distance mentorship. You can begin to learn a lot. You can begin to pattern your life alongside, just the same way the person is patterning his or her life. So doing all these things will actually help you as an individual to learn a lot and also pattern your life alongside your mentor. So we also have the peer mentoring. The peer mentoring happens to be two people paired together to mentor themselves. Two people paired together to mentor themselves. Sorry, I have to just quickly drink water. Thank you. So the pair mentoring happens to be two people paired together to mentor themselves. We can be of the same status, we can be of the same age group, we can be a little bit higher than ourselves, but we're just paired together. We can be friends, we're paired together to probably mentor ourselves. That is a pair mentorship or mentoring. So those are the various types of mentorship. Here comes the question: what are the purpose of mentorship? Why do you even need a mentor? Why do you actually need somebody to mentor you? That is the question you need to ask yourself. That is the question everyone of us need to ask ourselves. Why do you need somebody to actually mentor you? One of such reason is to help you grow. Sorry. If you are grown, you don't need a mentor. If you are successful in life, in fact, there's no amount of height you get to, you still have somebody that probably you're looking at. You still have somebody that you are looking up to. Oh, I want to be like this person. I am patterning my life alongside the life of this person. So doing all these things will help you as an individual to grow. The duty or one of the purpose of mentorship is for growth. And another purpose of mentorship is for development. So growth and development, they're quite related, but not totally related. So it's for you to develop yourself. You have ideas already. It's the duty of the mentor to help you work on that idea, to help you. You can have probably you are into furnishing work. You get woods, you get nails, you get everything that you need. You have idea of something that you want to design. You cannot bring it up to your mentor and say, "Oh, mentor, this is what I have in mind to design. This is what I have in mind to actually work on." And the duty of the mentor to look at it critically and say, "Oh, let's do it this way." The mentor can criticize it. The mentor can look at it and say, "Okay, this thing will be good like this. This other thing will be better this way." So in doing all those things, you begin to discover that your life will become more better, and your life will become more okay than the way it's supposed to be. So that is what mentorship is all about. What are some of the mistakes of mentees? Some mentees, they make a whole lot of mistakes in their mentoring life. They make a lot of mistakes in trying to get a mentor. One of such mistake is rushing into getting a mentor. They just wake up, "Oh, people are getting a mentor, let me get a mentor. Oh, you are my mentor," without doing proper consultation, without asking questions. Once you get, I've said earlier on in this my program, if you get your mentor wrongly, is as worse as getting your life partner wrongly. Though you're not going to be in the same house, but if you pattern your life alongside a wrong person, man, that is destruction awaiting such person. So I would not advise you just go into mentorship just like that, but you go into mentorship with proper consultation, you go into mentorship with proper understanding, you go into mentorship with proper research that you've done about your mentor. You don't just wake up and pick a mentor like the same way a lot of persons are doing. It got to a point I had to start giving my mentee task. Like before you become a mentee, I will tell you, do this, do this, do this. If you can complete all the tasks, then you're good to go. I get messages almost on a daily basis. "Hello, sir, I want to be my mentor. It's not wrong for me to be your mentor. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you don't just wake up and say, "Okay, let me pick this person is my mentor." So I begin to ask them questions. Why do you want me to be your mentor? Some will just say, "I just like you." So I feel some people, they don't actually understand what mentorship is all about. Mentorship is sacrifice. The time I'm supposed to do my own thing, I spend such time in probably trying to explain some things to you. The time I'm supposed to put you through about some things, I spend such time probably trying to put you through or trying to make you understand something. So it's like a way, to me, is a waste, but to you is a gain. At the other end, you will discover that to me is also a gain because I'm trying to reproduce myself in you. And to you also is another gain. So that is what mentorship is all about. One of another mistake that people make in mentorship, you see, I don't know, it is a mistake on my part. I don't know if it's a mistake on your part. You see the opposite gender taking another opposite gender as a mentor. You're a guy, you are looking for or you are a mentor that is a guy, you're looking for a mentee. The only set of persons you pick to be your mentee are all ladies. You know what is in your mind. You actually know that thing in your mind, and God will not make that thing come to pass. So you have a lot of female mentee. Oh, this is my mentee. Oh, this is my mentee. Oh, this is my mentee. And there are times that you have to probably even walk to late at night, just probably trying to put your mentee through. So those might probably leads to temptation in the mentor-mentee relationship. So if you're choosing a mentor, look for the same sex with you. It can be a guy. Most of the times, yeah, I wouldn't deviate from the fact that I have ladies that are my mentees, but we don't have a direct communication. Most of the times, it's just social media communication. We talk only online, and that's ended. I try as much as I can to see how I can discipline myself when it comes to that angle, because you can't claim to be too strong. No, you can't claim to be too strong. So if you are having a mentee, try as much as you can to have the majority of them as the same sex with you. That will go a long way to help you as an individual and also help the mentee too, so that you will not convert mentee to wifey. Yeah, it is something paramount. So don't know. Probably we should also look for one mentee to convert to wifey. So so that's just by the way. So once again, thank you for joining us in the program this evening in today's section, the power of mentorship. So if you're just joining us, just tell us where you're joining from, and also we'll get to display it so that everybody will see where you are joining from. Thank you very much for joining. I do not take it for granted. Appreciate that. So thank you for joining. So just tell us where you're joining from. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, if you are watching on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. There's a bell there, a bell sign. Click on that bell sign so that whenever we're having content, you will get some of this content that we're having. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, follow. Click on follow button. Follow, so that also we'll get to get some of this content to you next time. And also, you like the broadcast, you comment, you share. Don't be stingy with it. Share to others so that other persons can also see that the goodness of God is great in our midst. Praise the Lord. So we're not in a church, so that's just by the way. So I would just actually want you to understand that mentorship is something that is very, very important. So you need it, I need it. I have a mentor, but I hardly talk about my mentor. I hardly, so that you will not come and steal my mentor from me, because the mentor has actually been of great help to me as an individual. So I don't want people to just come and steal my mentor away from me. So I have a mentor. I have somebody I'm trying to look at, but you hardly know the person. You hardly. And the person does not even know himself that is my mentor. So that is the worst part. Academically, I have a mentor. Spiritually, I have a mentor. Maritally, I got a mentor not too long ago. I got a mentor. So somebody rightly said, the person said, if you are, I don't know if it's right or wrong, if you're looking for somebody that probably you're praying for a good marriage, a blessed marriage, look for somebody that already has a good marriage. And probably sow a seed in the life of that person. So I think that thing is individualistic. Yeah. So it can work for you, it cannot work. It can work for me, it cannot work. So it depends on you as an individual. So I'm looking for the person that is patterning his own marriage towards the way I want my home to look like, so that I can sow seed. If you know you are here and you know you are married, and you feel that I can pattern my marriage the same way you are patterning, you know, and you are sure that your marriage is something I can pattern, and you can let me know, so that I will do a serious research on it, and I'll be so I love to be very, very critical about what I'm doing. So I'll be very, very critical in trying to discover that. So if you know you're actually the person, you can just reach out to me privately, and we'll get it started from there. So that's actually all about mentorship. Okay, thank you very much, Chizogorom Mbago. Oh, thank you for joining us. You're watching from Imo State, Nigeria. So thank you. Oh, thank you very much for the compliment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're actually talking about mentorship. Probably this is one of my mentee. I will go and do a research very well. If she's a mentee or she's just like a sister to me. So I will do my research. So thank you very much, Chizogorom Mbago. Favor. Thank you for joining us on the show this evening. Okay. The location has changed. It was formerly Lagos. Now it was formerly Imo State. Now in Lagos. So I think Imo State and Lagos, I think they are close. Who knows? So Favor, you can let us know if Imo State and Lagos they are close. So since it was formerly Imo State and now is Lagos. So thank you for joining us all the same. We really do appreciate your time, and also we appreciate the fact that you're joining us in this program this evening. So if you've learned anything about mentorship, you've learned anything about what I've actually talked about, the types of mentorship that we have, what mentorship entails, the mistake that people make in mentoring, the what mentorship is about on its own. So if you have any problem, any question, or you have anything that actually is bothering you, you can do well to just drop it on the comment section, and we'll do well to also do justice to that. Thank you for joining us this evening. I really appreciate that. So lastly, before we go this evening, we're going to look at one other aspect of mentorship. Probably is going to serve as a question. I will be asking some a question, and let me see if our guest will actually answer our question this, or I said our guest, our audience. If you can now, good. If you cannot, okay, fine. Okay, Chizogoro Mumbago said it was a mistake. I'm watching from Lagos State. Okay, now we know you are watching from Lagos. Thank you for joining us. How is Lagos State this evening? Hope Lagos is secured and safe this evening, because as for me, where I am is very, very secured this evening. So how is Lagos State? Mbago, cheese or garam favor. How is Lagos? I was almost saying Imo State. You see, I was almost saying Imo State. Oh, how is Lagos State this evening? So let's go like this. Do you have a mentor? I want you to, it's going to be an exercise. Just think, and if you can't type, do you have a mentor? How long have you had that mentor? If it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5. So let us know, how long have you had this mentor? Have you learned any critical things? Anything that you can be bold enough to tell yourself, oh, I learned this thing from my mentor? Have you learned anything seriously from your mentor? If you have none, if you've not learned anything, then opt out of the mentorship. Is very important. It's very important. And at the same time, as a mentor, you have mentee. Are your mentee actually serious to learn from you? We have situations whereby mentees, they are just there, they're not ready to actually learn from the mentors. So if your mentee are not ready, I had some that were probably my mentee, and I discovered that they were just a mentee for finance sake. I told them to their face, no, this is a wrong method of mentorship. I can't do that. So they understand. I was able to explain to them that, oh, this is a wrong type of mentorship. You're not here just to get money from me. No, but it's a two-way thing. I'm learning. I can be that's one secret that people will not tell you. You can be a mentor and you are learning from the mentee. Is yeah, it switches. It's just like a communication that they tell you. Communication is speaking from an encoder to a decoder. An encoder is a person speaking, just say what I'm speaking now, and decoder, my audience listening to me, they are my decoder. So at the same time, if you are the one, if you are not replying my what I've said or my message I've spoken, then automatically you become the encoder and I become the decoder. That's the same way that mentorship is. I can become a mentor and you are my mentee. When I'm beginning to learn some things from you, automatically you have become the mentor and I've become the mentee. So it's something that most mentors, they are not they are not they don't want to drop the pride. They are too proud to tell their mentors that they're actually learning from them. So I will urge mentors out there, when you're learning from your mentees, tell them, yes, I've learned this from you. That helps to boost their morale. That helps to make them understand that, oh, they are actually learning also. They are learning fast and they are putting what they have learned into use. So I want to make mentors understand that. So learn to always tell your mentors, these I have learned so far. Is very, very important. It's very, very important. So that is all for this evening, because we've actually spent some time talking about this mentee mentor relationship. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section and we'll do justice to it. If not now, probably later. So next week will be, yes, I think I have to talk about next week. Officially, I have to tell my audience too, by the grace of God Almighty, this Wednesday happens to be my master's convocation, and I'm actually grateful for that. I'm really, really grateful to God for that. So I am using this medium to invite you. A link will be shared that you can join through. Then we are going to release our flyer that day, our flyer for this week. Next week, Sunday, we are looking at a very important topic, the journey so far. Man, see, I will beg you, don't miss that session. I promise to be raw in that session. I'm coming to tell you how far, by God's grace, I have gotten to this stage I am. I'm coming to impart and people that wishes to learn. I'm learning. So if you want to probably also learn, then I think I should try my best to. Then I'm going to be the guest that day, and I'm still thinking of whom to be our host that day. So we're going to have a host that we ask questions. We want to be raw. We are coming raw. I'm coming to come and tell you that it hasn't been easy. The journey has been good. It has been worse. It has been okay, but it's been an awesome journey, I must say. So I think it's good we come and also tell our audience that this is how the journey has been so far. So you're going to be joining me on Sunday for that wonderful time, the journey so far. I'm envisaging that day. So from Tim-Osa Media Studio, thank you for joining us this evening. We love you, we appreciate you, and we hope to see you again next time. Same social media handle, same, probably not the same time, but same social media handle. For now, thank you for joining. And from this studio, we say a wonderful bye bye. Thank you very much.